Who is the main character that you decided to pick up, and why?
So one of my favorite things about the FGC is telling stories, and so I'm going to go very old school for this. This is a story about how I picked my Street Fighter II main, Guile. I was not part of the FGC at this point. I was a kid in grammar school. I had played Pit Fighter and Karate Champ at a little arcade down the shore near where my family used to vacation. My grandparents had a condo down there, and we would just go there like one weekend out of the year. And seeing that I liked fighting games, when Street Fighter II came out, I became pretty obsessed with it. So when it came out for the Super Nintendo, I got it for Christmas. Only problem, I wasn't an only child. And my parents loved the game, as did my brother and sister, which meant I rarely got to play. They would spend hours fighting each other, and I would keep whining, "Can I get a turn? Can I get a turn?" Now again, this was one of the first fighting games I ever played, and I was just a kid. And no one in my family had any idea what a special move was. No matter how hard we tried, we could not do special moves. Quarter circles escaped us. And I mean, they weren't the easiest to do on the SNES gamepad without getting thumb blisters. But I wanted to be able to do special moves. I wanted an edge. And Guile only had 2 special moves, and none of them had quarter circle input. And my young brain understood charge moves. They seemed easier than quarter circle. 2 directions instead of 3. And so I learned how to Sonic Boom and Flash Kick. And I started doing nothing but that. I would back into a corner, hold down back, Sonic Boom until someone came at me, and then Flash Kick. They called me a cheater, they called me a turtler, and eventually they stopped playing with me. And I finally got to play my own game. Against the AI. Thus was the fate of every fighting gamer in the 90s. As soon as you demonstrated that you knew anything about the game, people stopped playing with it. Not a whole lot has changed.